Well, are we ready for this 12th episode of Something to Think About?
Yay!
We are celebrating big time on this day because this sets a milestone for what we're going to do from now on. And over this period of time, which has been 1 year, we are told that we are an official podcast group now, so we are happy about that.
Yes, we are.
And we are going from number 12 on to number 24. We're on our way there. So we're going to be celebrating as much as we can. We're going to celebrate again next month and probably through the end of the year.
Yes, sure. What?
So what we want to do is make this a real celebration and do some recapping of what we did over the year and how we felt, because we have made significant progress doing this podcast that started out as just an idea. And as you know, for all of this time, you've had the presence of Janice Ewell.
All right, yes. Tony Caldwell.
Tammy.
And Layla.
Yay. And we have been off and on with different people for certain episodes. And in each of our episodes, we've tried to cover something significant, something pertinent to the time that we're in, as well as have some fun.
Yes.
And we're going to always have some fun. And the slogan that I adopted was that we are salted with facts
All right.
and peppered with opinion.
I love it.
All right.
So everybody I've told that to go, oh, wow, I like that. But one thing that I want everybody to know is that we may not have grabbed as many listeners as we would have hoped to have in a year, but the ones that we have grabbed are good. We are having very good reviews from all of them. And we're getting compliments on the subject matter as well as some of our voices and how we interact with people. So just the thought of quitting just never occurred to me so far.
No.
But we're getting a lot of encouragement for us to go and do more. So we're going to start talking a little bit about the different episodes that we've had and all of the things that we've done. We have quite a few accomplishments
Yes.
about which we should be very proud. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And today we are toasting our producers, Jason and Raza.
Yes.
We
Much
are lifting
appreciated.
our cups to them because they are the reason why we're where we are.
Exactly.
And I just want to do a little brief commercial for them, if I may.
Please.
And that is, I met these young men through a relative of mine who said, you should really get with these guys. If you want to do anything with video and any kind of other technology, then you ought to get with these guys. And when I met them, I just fell in love with them, if you will, because they have been very responsive
Yes.
to everything I've tried to do. And I don't think I've missed even maybe one over the year where one of them didn't call me back and say, what do you need? How can we help? And not once have I said, well, I want to grab stars and bring in the moon and challenge the universe. And not once have they said, lady, I'm so sorry about that, but we're not going to be able to do it. It's always, yeah, don't worry. We'll figure that out. We'll do it. Just tell me what you need to do. So knowing that just makes me feel so much better because I don't like calling numbers and nobody ever answers. Nobody calls you back.
Yeah.
Nobody gives you the information you want in a timely manner. So I just want to give a big hurrah and another toast to these guys. Thank you. There is no us
Without you. That's
so
right.
they're going to be the reason why we catapult into whatever arena we're going to be in the future. And I just wanted to make sure that they are recognized for the work that they've done.
Exactly.
They're the ones who've also created a website for us. And anybody wanting to go to that website can go to somethingtothinkaboutpod.com. And if you go to that website, tell us what you think. Tell us how you can join us. And we're going to have a space on there for you to donate and become a sponsor and for us to help sponsor you if you're a small business or if you need to have some exposure, but your budget doesn't allow for it now. So we're going to give you some opportunities to rent some space, and then all of us can grow together.
Exactly.
All right.
So the main ones that I'm looking for are small businesses that are not yet on the chart, but those are people who are doing well and want to do better. So all of us at the table and anywhere else in the sound of our voice and in our vision, please join us in that effort, because as many as we can get, the more we'll be able to do.
Exactly.
It's right now we're doing one podcast a month, but I really would like to see that be 2. So with the proper sponsors and the cash to do what we need to do, we'll be able to do that.
That's right.
Donate.
Yes.
There you go. There you go. And I want to thank those of you who are at this table for supporting this podcast for all this time. We really do appreciate every minute you've spent listening to me. And because I do go on and on, but being supportive of the whole concept, which we started out as saying, well, we just want to have some fun. And it was just girls wanting to have fun, but now we're just turning this into a whole new concept with people wanting to be on our podcast. And we are real thankful that we have people who want to join us.
Exactly.
Awesome.
We haven't really had to recruit anybody.
I know, ain't that great?
So yeah, and I want to do now is just kind of go to each one of you if you have some thoughts about where we were and where we are today, or even where you feel like we're going. And I'm just going to go through some of the names of the podcasts that we've had, starting with the first one, and we'll just touch a little bit on those subjects. It's not to discuss in detail, because after all, this is a celebration, so we want to be happy about it and do some celebrating, talk about the things that make us laugh, and just have some fun with this one today.
All right.
All right?
Let's get started.
Now we know how to have fun or what?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
All right. Well,
Party.
Yeah.
that's
Cheers.
right. Party over there.
I have water.
Yes, you do.
Me too.
We have orange juice.
Well, I have a mixture of things in my cup, and all of them have to do with love and respect and appreciation. That's
go,
what's in
girl.
my cup.
Oh,
What's over here?
Yeah, we share.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Period.
So who wants to kick it off? Anybody want to start with any comments before I get into the subjects?
No, just dive right in.
Just dive right in.
Right
And
in.
that's what I'll do, and I'll just try to speed right on through that. Just try to speed right on through that comment and get on to this thing. The other announcement that I wanted to make, just for those of you who are trying to access our podcast, we are happy that these gentlemen, Jason and Raza, have put us on Spotify.
Yes.
Yeah. Anchors.
Yes.
Apple.
Yay.
Google.
All right.
Wow.
And Listen Notes. I don't know
It
where
goes
that
to
one came
most,
from.
Listen,
most podcast providers.
Yeah. And I looked at another place called Himalayan.
Himalaya.
Hima what? It's Himalayan. It's Himalayan. Well,
What you say, Layla? Himalayan.
Because he's on the paper. She said,
anyway, I don't know. Do they just kind of pick you up or what?
Yeah.
wow.
The way we have it set up.
Oh, okay.
That's great.
Well, I can't tell you just how exciting it is for me to be able to type in that something to think about, and it comes up in there. I see us stuff.
Well, who
just
knew?
get
Who
chilled.
knew? It just started off with a thought,
Yes.
and now look,
Now look.
It's just,
And we're getting,
blowing up.
yeah, but they toddler stage is walking now.
I know, right? And I'm glad we're out of the toddler stage.
Yeah, teenagers.
Yeah,
College
I
bound.
don't know. Are we ready for the teenage years?
Yes.
I don't know. No,
We're
I can
ready.
answer that. No,
No, we didn't even do middle school. Just went right there. High school.
But that's the fun part. So in our very first podcast, we started talking about equality, racial equality. And we started talking about that. And one of the reasons why I wanted to have a platform is because I get so tired of hearing racial equality, racial equality. Because what does equality mean? That you are trying to be equal to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And we are equal just by virtue of us being human.
That's right.
So we wanted to talk about that a little bit. And we did. We talked about it, meaning that, I don't feel unequal to anybody. So because of race, how do we become unequal because of race? That's very strange. But that was one of the ones we started with. And if I recall doing that first one, my co-host over here, Tony, she was trying to live through that first moment.
I was a deer in headlights. A car get ready to hit me. Help!
It's a good thing that particular one was audio because she was like, oh my God, what to do next?
As much as I talk, hey, like I didn't know nothing. Like, you asking
Tony
me,
didn't have nothing to say.
right? Can you believe that? Question, what? I don't have an answer.
Rendered her speechless. She was like, okay, now
I'm
what?
scared.
And I must say, I didn't go into it feeling like I was a expert at it either.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you really did. You had it.
Said
I
it
know
on
she
the-
was talking like
Yeah.
nonstop.
Yeah, you had it.
I don't think she swallowed.
Took a breath like, wait a minute, I got something to say.
She only took one breath. That's it. The whole thing.
Well, I've been told that that's what happened.
Yeah.
No, but that first
I don't
one,
Yes.
remember it.
the first one,
You had it already.
she was just going.
It's something to think about.
Well, Tammy certainly brought to my attention when it seemed like you were doing all the talking. I said, yeah, but it's audio, so you can't afford to be sitting there with any blank spaces.
Right.
You got to keep going.
And then I wasn't no good to help. So you already knew I couldn't help you out. She had no choice but to talk. I was like, what you asked me just now?
And the look on Tony's face was like, oh my God.
Help me, help.
Okay, I'm talking about racial equality, but help.
Shaking.
So it was just a lot of fun to start with, and we had a good time talking about it. And I don't know if any of you have any recent comments you want to make about any of the old subjects, but if you do, just jump right in.
I got you.
Well, we're talking about equalities. It's still a problem. We know that.
Well, I think it's more of a problem too because people don't understand what that means.
No.
Just because your skin is different from mine, like your skin is different from mine, do I not feel equal to you?
No.
Or your skin is different from mine?
But it's like they still had this mentality from ever since there was slavery and you're not equal. And people starting to believe that. But I must say, I've seen some things on TikTok that kids, doing the dances and all the things, they starting to make people aware. Other people make millions of dollars and they're not giving them credit where the credit is due. So I see all of June there to stop creating dances and stuff because people were just stealing them, but they're making it aware. And the only thing you can keep doing is making people aware of, and they state of mind that this is not right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's a lot easier now with social media to do that.
Yeah,
Back in the day, you didn't have that. So
No.
whatever thought that you had was just your thought.
that's
Like
exactly.
nobody knew anything about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, social media is definitely a way for you to get your point across, get people to, kind of get on board or whatever it is
Yeah.
that you feel, you know what I'm saying?
Because they got an all black called fan page. They were talking about a lot of stars are donated to the site. They're able to give the kids their platform
Really?
for them to be able to get money too. So that's something that we still think about getting on too.
We need to look into
GoFundMe?
that.
And
What?
yeah, for real.
Well, the Daryl mentioned to me, well, I never figured you in a million years, I never expected you to be on TikTok. I said, yeah, but in a million years, you didn't expect TikTok to be here.
Well, that's
So,
you.
I mean, what you trying to say?
Oh yeah.
He was trying to say because of my special age group that he didn't think I would enjoy being on there. But then, of course, Layla came in and rescued me. She said, well, there's a lot of adults on TikTok.
No.
you.
No.
And who
I
knew he was
said,
going to be looking at TikTok?
no,
Right.
I
What is
said you can't be talking about her because You're old.
Exactly. And you want to judge people. That's the thing.
See, that's what I'm talking about. She got my back. That's right. So, and plus, he acts more old than I do in terms of what we look at and what we don't. Because if I say TikTok, what? Oh, when is your podcast?
See?
I've been telling you that for a year, and you still don't know. But anyway,
Sunday.
mhm.
I said he thought it was Sunday.
Yeah, and it's totally not Sunday.
Not at all.
But anyway.
Well,
And we've talked about a bunch of different subjects, and I think if I go through each one of them individually, it'll take up way too much time, and probably all of you will just go to sleep if I do. So what I'm gonna do is run through some of the subjects real quick, and then just pick up any point in there yourselves, and if it's another comment you want to make. We've talked about love and how love is not painful; it shouldn't be.
oh yeah, the love language.
Yeah. Brian.
Yeah, Brian.
Brian brought us up to speed on love languages, and a lot of people sent comments back about that one. They really like that
They like
subject.
that one?
Yeah. And we've had great comments and reviews from all the shows we've done. Some of them say they really like the one where we talked about the mental health issues, or they love the one where we had an interview with Jeff Burrell with Basketball for Life.
Oh, that's great.
And all the rest of them is just like, wow, that's really great. So they love the one where Layla and Jakari were on it and talking about the virtual learning. So
Thank God it is over.
I know.
For now.
I know. Because I mean,
I wonder what they're gonna do when school starts.
We're going back to school. They
Yeah,
said
but
we
my-
have to go back in.
Yeah, but my concern is with the younger children that aren't able to get vaccinated. How do you think you're gonna crowd a room with 30 kids that's not vaccinated?
And especially when there's no room in the school. So what they do is try to spread them out. But put it this way, we're gonna be far as cleaning, they gonna have to be hands on deck. After everything they leave the classroom, that classroom has to get wiped down.
Wow.
Period. And I hope that the school is gonna really push that, because that's gonna be dangerous. That's gonna be
I
dangerous.
mean, well, if you look at it like this, I don't know about any other counties, but I know in PG County, the schools that are here have been here like for 100 years.
And we've been there since 1820, so I know how you feel.
So it's like, did you go in and redo your ventilation system?
No. What they do, they got portable ventilators now.
That's
supposed
ridiculous.
Supposed to be in, but you like you say, you talking about 30 or 40 classes, and you got to just imagine the class is only yay big.
Right.
So you got little bodies in there when the beginning of school start. When school starts, that's going to have runny noses. They're not going to wipe their hands. You got to stay on the, put it this way, you got to put a hazmat suit on in order for me to feel safe for kids. To me, they really should think about something like that.
They really need to just have it virtual.
Yeah, because
for kids that are like under 12 and can't get vaccinated.
They're not. And people and a lot of parents are not going to give kids this vaccine, because one thing they have said, that this vaccine is dangerous to teenagers because of the meal. Something has to do with their heart. People not want to listen to the CDC. Something's wrong. It's dangerous.
But listen, remember when not long after it started, remember they said kids, don't worry about the kids.
Yeah.
Kids aren't going to be able to, it doesn't affect the children.
No.
Now all of a sudden, now all our kids need to be vaccinated.
Yeah. And
isn't it weird that now it's changed? What's changed?
Nothing. Nothing
What's changed? Because before they said they didn't need to get it.
No,
the
now
children were fine.
And they haven't ran the test long enough. They haven't tested it more on more kids.
Well, I don't know. Has it even been FDA approved yet?
They getting them. They opening up. They got the trucks and stuff coming to the school.
I don't even think it has though.
No, some of the schools they're coming right out there to give it directly to them.
No, I mean, has the vaccine itself been FDA approved?
To me, I don't. You know what? I just don't trust.
No, it hasn't.
We have to be FDA approved.
Yeah,
no, it hasn't.
How you know?
Well, I guess we all listen to different stations. What station you? It really does depend which station you.
But
listen to.
it's something that parents have to think about. Really, you gotta really use your best judgment. It's not 100%. It's 80%. Johnson & Johnson is 60, and Moderna is 70. So you take your choice of who you want to pick. And it's not 100%. You're right. It's not.
It's all
not,
about what you feel comfortable with.
And
really.
they just say the percentage. It's not a 100% thing because that's why they keep pushing that booster, saying that you're gonna have to have that. But what's in the booster shot? What the heck I gotta get a booster shot for?
Layla, how you feel about the vaccine?
I mean, it really doesn't matter to me a lot because it's just like I'm just ready to go into school, so I want to do whatever I can to go into school because I'm not good with technology like that. So I just I'm more hands on looking
on that computer.
Yeah.
And plus, it's tiring if you always got to be on a computer in your bed or in the house.
That's what they're saying that a lot of kids been having a lot of problems with that.
Weren't they advocating that the kids get up and go sit at a table and act like they're in school?
No, I'm going to be
isn't
asleep
that the
for
way the virtual learning
I'm
was
asleep for
supposed
the
to be?
whole lesson. It doesn't matter. Like they expect us to look.
Well, I'm sure they don't expect for you to be in the bed.
Yes, they do.
It's like with some of the
They
kids.
know we're in a bed and they still try and make us do work like we're.
You should have seen the kids that came to summer school. They look like this poor little children. They look like lost lambs. Mary had a little lamb and the lamb was lost. they like this. What did I do? Where did I go? Where did I stay? Where did I stand? Where do I look at? The tell kids, come and get your. I'm giving the kids off their breakfast, right? They like this. Just a bag of milk. I said, no, baby, you gotta get the food with it. Food. They looked at the bag like this, like, where does this come from? And then they keep looking at me like this. I said, oh, you lost, baby.
Children say they don't understand what all this stuff is.
No, because they've been out of school for 15 months. Almost, yeah.
But that's okay. Layla, what do you think the first thing you're going to do when you get back to school? Run through the hallway?
Maybe.
Yes.
It's like, nah. I don't know. Probably just, probably the hallway.
You ain't seen your friends in a long time.
Most of my friends not even going to the school. So I'm be lonely. But it's fine.
Oh,
Well, poor Layla has missed her 8th grade promotion ceremony.
Yes, I did.
And she missed her whole first year of freshman year at a new high school.
Also missed homecoming.
Miss homecoming. And now she's going to be going to high school for the first time in the 10th grade.
yeah, I never been. Poor thing. Oh, that's sad when you think about it. The kid, almost 2 years.
Yep.
And what happened?
Yeah, you know what happened.
A virus.
Donald Trump. Must be that.
Said, well, don't mention that word.
I know, I forgot. That's the bad
Say
word.
it twice, he might show up.
You talk about me, Tony? Oh, Lord.
Oh, please. Not really.
Sweaty hands and all.
Yeah.
Moist man, as I call him, but let's stop that.
So I'm just going to link these 3 subjects together because we've talked about them before when we talked about love and unity. And we talked about the whole race thing, being equal. And what I've told people is, I think those terms are all relative. It's all about how you personally feel about each one. When you're talking about unity, everybody's like, oh, we ought to unite. Well, listen to me. I believe that we are already united. That's how we get from this point to that point because people have worked together to get there. Is that not united? Are there groups of people, regardless of race, religion, or whatever, working together to get us from this point to that point? Yes, we are united. But what keeps us thinking we're not is people saying things like, well, black people are being treated this way, and then the Asians are being treated that way, and they want to just keep all that derision going. And I don't listen to that stuff because I know that as people, we can be very abusive in the first place.
Exactly.
So they don't care who they abuse. But, each group is going to take the abuse that they feel a little bit more serious than the next one. But if you look back in history, you're going to see every group has been abused. And the level of the abuse varies depending upon whether you think it's really bad to be shot or if you believe it's really bad to be beaten. So to me, that kind of stuff is relative. It all depends how I feel about it. And I feel like the whole racism thing is just a thing to keep us divided.
It is.
So I don't want to be divided on that level because, quite frankly, there are black people that I don't like.
Oh, plenty of them I don't like. Yeah,
And
no matter.
there are people in every race that I don't like.
Exactly.
But I don't like them not because it's their race.
The
I
way
don't
they
like.
act.
There you see.
They frame of mind.
See how uncomplicated that is? Mm-hmm. So if you treated me a certain way, no matter what color you are, then I may just have a slap in my pocket for you.
Oh, I got plenty of those. You can take them out of my bag if you want to.
I got enough.
I got a backpack full of them.
I got enough of them. But that's kind of how I feel about it. And it's also like love, another relative term, where everybody wants to love everybody. I'm in love with that person. Nah, well, I feel like you have to really get love identified.
Mm-hmm.
And I ask them, what is it you love about me? And if they can't answer that right away, I say, no, I don't think you love me. But for people I do care deeply about, they know I do.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Same way.
Same way?
Finally, I got that in here
Mm-hmm.
instead of trying to presume what it was.
Yeah.
Because I thought I knew everything about it. Boy, did they lie to me.
Yeah, that's the way it is. And people end up lying all the time.
Yeah.
Love is complicated. There's so many different levels to
Right.
it.
Yeah.
I tell you.
Yes,
Yeah.
but everybody wants to think,
You can't simplify it
No.
because everybody looks at it differently.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
And I was telling somebody the other day, I said, think about you saying you love something. Well, do you love that piece of cheese the same way you love the cracker?
No, the piece of cheese is way different from the cracker now. You can't.
You can't compare that, huh, Layla?
Yeah, you can't compare cheese and cracker. You can't do that.
No, you can't.
What about peanut butter and jelly?
Oh.
See,
Well, you have to love them together.
You have
Yeah, you
to.
can't.
And it's got to be the right peanut butter.
yes, I don't want that crunchy one. Ugh.
No. It's got
yeah,
to be
because if you eat
jelly.
it separate, you just don't get the same.
No.
And all of you are, or maybe not all of you, but I know you at least, and maybe the two of you, I don't know. But where peanut butter is concerned, it used to be that you could get peanut butter out of the jar and try to spread it on a piece of bread.
Oh, that is so hard to do.
That was a challenge.
That was a challenge.
I know a person who eats a peanut butter sandwich, and I'm like, why would you do that? That is just nasty.
Because they didn't have any jelly.
Yeah.
No, but that
All no
person
Carol
said,
syrup.
that person say they don't like jelly, and I'm like,
Jelly?
so what's the point of eating a sandwich if you don't have the jelly?
Because
gotta
peanut butter also goes with bananas.
Oh, that is so good too. Oh.
Oh, I never
That is
had
so
that.
gross.
I know, but and the bread at that. That sound like Elvis Presley sandwich.
Yeah, it is. Peanut butter and banana.
I want to try that.
Carol syrup is good with it. You ever had it like that?
No.
It's syrup.
You put syrup on your.
It made the peanut butter go down better. That's what I didn't have the jelly. Yes, it is. It's
That's
a
what
country
you
thing.
call, you need to go shopping.
Yeah, that's called poor, P-O-O-R.
Stamps.
Yeah, never had them.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny.
She said never have them.
Yes, it is. Give me some now. Take them. That's another story.
Syrup so sticky though.
No, but it's smooth on peanut butter.
I can't believe we talking about peanut butter.
But that's the beauty of this celebration is that we can talk about anything we want. And what we want to talk about right now is sticky peanut butter.
Peanut butter is not sticky. It is smooth.
Look,
Syrup is sticky.
Oh, gross.
have you ever put peanut butter in the refrigerator?
Yes. I was trying to, at school, they give you peanut butter and jelly and it's cold.
Yeah, because
So it just don't taste right.
we had to put them in the refrigerator.
That's called a
'cause
suicide sandwich.
that's exactly what
You about to choke to death. That's what they used to call it.
choke sandwich.
Choke
Mine
sandwich.
was so hard, I could barely eat it. I'm
Yeah.
like, y'all put it in the freezer or the fridge?
Because we had to temperature control it. That's why they
Oh, I
say.
forgot.
Yeah.
Firsthand.
Wait, you are?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question.
Oh goodness, what is it?
So y'all have tacos, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay. How do y'all do the tacos? Because the meat inside the soft shell taco tastes a little different.
It's called we're gonna give you a bag of frozen hamburgers. I might get my Anthony. Don't give it to too detail, man. Wait a minute. I'll tell you off camera. Okay. So
Wow.
I have more questions, but I'll do it because we don't have time.
yes, I can answer a lot of them.
Yeah, we don't want to get into many food conversations because we have these connoisseurs around the table here. So the thing that we want to do during this celebration is just to let you know how much fun it is to get with family and friends and have these kind of conversations where there are no boundaries.
I'm telling you.
Where you can just talk about anything you want to talk about and you don't have to be politically correct and you don't have to worry about whether some family member is going to be judgmental. You just do it your way.
Mm-hmm.
And once you get used to that, then you're good. But I am going to go into one subject right quick so that because this is one that we covered as well, which was about understanding and appreciating yourself. And we just had a conversation about that, I guess, last night. And that is this. When you're trying to select a person to be with, and right now just say a man because we're all women here at this table. But when you're trying to select anybody, and it's for male, female, or any of the other letters of the alphabet, you have to know you. Only by knowing you can you invite anybody else into your circle. So you have to know where the line is drawn for you. If you like this, or if you like that, or if that's your favorite color, or what it is you will do under those circumstances. And what people argue with me about is that how can you say what you're going to do if it never happened? Because you know what your morals are. You know what your education level is. You know what you want to accept and what you won't. Like I said to a certain young lady, I said, I already know that the guy you're looking for is 6 feet, 2 inches tall, got a nice build, educated, got some things on the ball, and of course, got some money. That would help.
Of course.
Or at least a good job. But when it comes down to selecting, you notice we put ourselves with all these things that are requirements, but then that guy comes along and
you don't hit neither one of them. I like them tall, dark, and handsome.
And he's
you know, with a
5'2".
short, light skin.
Yeah, and 5'2", and you about 3 inches taller than him.
I could never date someone my height or shorter. I can't.
Don't mess with the shorties. They got some nice ones out there.
And I'm not saying they don't, because some of my favorite artists are short. But I just could never date anyone that's like my height or shorter. It's just not a requirement for me.
Right.
I'm gonna need you 6 foot and up.
it's because she wants to wear heels that are 5 inches tall.
No, because when I look up, I want to, hey, how you doing? You know? That's the type. Like,
I know that's right.
oh, okay.
Like Jamie said, it's the opposite sometimes.
Always the opposite. Whenever I meet somebody, they're never like what I want.
Me neither.
What do you?
I like.
That's a loaded question. I know that's right.
I like tall, dark, handsome. You know.
Really? No, because
we know she had a good reason for asking that question.
a very good reason.
Okay. I like them short, brown skin.
And dreads. But who knows?
Okay, how about I like it? Yeah, I like it.
Like a little variety.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
So I told a guy I used to work with, he was a little shorter than me. And we used to talk about just about anything. But he said, I told him I went to see the movie with The Rock in it. And what was it, Hercules, where he was wearing that cute little outfit?
It probably was.
Yeah, and
That's my favorite movie.
And he said, I see what your type is now. You like them big and this way and that way. I said, no. I like men of all types.
There you go.
But anytime you got a movie with The Rock in a skirt, I'm going to see.
There you go, right.
And shirtless. But we're not going to talk about that.
So I went to see him in the one where he was playing a little fairy and had the dress on.
The two. Yeah.
No. I said, I don't care what he got on. I just want to go see him.
I saw
gorgeous.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
I'm with you on that one.
I said, it's not like, okay, I prefer him, but you can't ignore the fact that he's a package to look at.
Very nice package.
And it's not one of the messed up packages.
No, it
It's
ain't.
the ones you sit down. Nice. It's the
Nice and
fragile
neat.
one.
It's one to make you feel like a lady.
It is children in here.
Everybody like a little eye candy.
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with
Eye
it.
candy.
That's for both men and women. We all ain't nothing wrong with eye candy. Believe me, I'm married to every one of mine.
I know how many you have? 35 like Layla.
No, I'm going
I
down.
have more than 35. Let's not
And
do
I
that.
have 96 and counting.
Oh my
Hold
goodness.
on,
And
wait
they-
a minute. What?
Yeah,
Husbands.
we
Yeah,
have husbands.
I have, but like,
Whoa.
who's that? Anyway, I have like 300 and up.
Jeez.
Husband?
Yes. They come on books, TVs.
Well,
Yup.
I don't even think you fit in the polygamous category.
We know we
You're
beyond.
going into extraordinary.
And I have,
I don't
What?
like to. I don't
Then
like
why?
to imagine these things.
you
I know because you.
I like to
see
have
it,
it right here in front of me.
I'm starting to learn that one.
You know.
so you don't want to
I'm
read
starting
it.
to learn that one.
You know.
I'm learning that one.
Well,
I
no,
would
no.
rather that.
Don't be giving up on imaginary, hon.
Exactly.
Get your
I
imagination
can't touch
working.
imaginary.
Yeah.
Nor can you touch real.
No, but I could dream about imaginary and
You ain't kidding.
put it into effect later.
You ain't kidding right there.
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah,
It is children in here.
Hey, I'm not mad at you. As somebody was saying to me, oh, just because you're a certain age and all
They
that.
kill
I
me
said,
with that. What age
Age
got to
ain't
do nothing but a number?
Oh, sing it, girl.
I have that song on my playlist.
That's all right. I'm just thinking with.
Just be like,
Yeah, age is. Yeah. That doesn't mean anything.
No.
Well, I tell
unless you 18 and a dude like 40 some.
well, that still, if it works, it works.
Yeah, and then so you have some successful
That's
marriages.
called sugar.
Well,
Well, hey.
so if it's an older woman,
So if I
and
get a sugar daddy, he'd be like, "What?
100.
Mine be up. No, mine be up.
Almost dead.
Yeah, man. I'm with you. You look, we go from white gown to black dress in a minute.
Like, come on.
Mine about 200 years old. Because I'm already half 100 as it is. So I need to add another 50 to it. 150 years old. Oh.
hey, that's okay.
But they starting to live longer though. They starting to live longer.
Well,
I'm starting to look at a 100-year-old like, hey, what's up?
No.
and we ain't mad at
That's where you lost me."
That's what I'm.
Yeah.
They're shoot. They strong in the old age.
Ew.
A shot of vodka and a cigar lasts a long time.
So I'm going to pull it back in for a minute just to go to some things I want everybody to know that the things that we've accomplished since our first day. And now we're up to our 12th episode.
Yes.
The things that we've done.
Yes. Congratulations.
We have our website up now.
Yes.
We have an email address. We have our business cards printed up. We are on YouTube. Yay.
Yes.
Finally.
UXU agency. Yay.
We have merchandise.
Yeah. And we've got hats.
Yes.
We have also had an article printed in the Prince George's Post.
Yeah.
I read it.
We did a wonderful video, also UXU agency, and has been very well received
yes,
by people who've seen it. And so we have come a long way. And then we also have a lot of voluntary guests coming up through the end of the year that we don't have to recruit anybody from now on.
That's wonderful.
Some of them coming from Easter Seals. We've got a new person with Good Trouble with Renee Clark. We also have a young man, not as young as teenager, but he's a young man, younger than me, so that's young. But he started his own nonprofit. It's Jeff Burrell. He was interviewed on our show. And he's been doing what he does for 8 years. So we are going to try to partner with him and make some things happen. And we're going to have other people from Easter Seals coming to deal with a lot of the mental health issues because that is a really wide basket right there, and everybody is trying to work on it one way or another. We have spoken with our Senator Benson, who's in the 24th Legislative District, about doing some things with veterans and particularly homeless female veterans. And I think that's going to be a very interesting subject because so many of them are in shelters and people just forget about them.
Yeah.
So I told them, though, that the thing about it is that if a person doesn't know that program exists, how can they take advantage of it?
Exactly.
So it's going to be our responsibility, and we've just kind of jumped into it, but it's going to be our responsibility to bring these important programs to the people who can use them the most. We've also just met a comedian whose name is Red, and I don't know if any of you have heard of him, but he's been performing in sold out audiences in Baltimore. He's a philanthropist, and he is also going to be running for DC mayor.
Oh, wow.
So he has a nonprofit called Don't Shoot Guns, Shoot Cameras, which I think sounds like a wonderful idea.
That's fabulous.
And he's been in business for a while, so he is joining us. He's also going to be on our show.
Oh, good.
That's great.
Yeah. So we're bringing in some different people, and what I tell them is you don't come prepared for all of your philosophical stuff, and you don't have to worry about all of your dictionary language. We want to speak to each other on a level that people can understand
That's right.
and appreciate. If you have a service, then offer it to that target population. So young people, we're trying to get a program similar to the one Basketball for Life is what Jeff's program is, to come to Prince George's County.
Oh,
Yes. Which is much needed.
We're going to be looking for young men to kind of help us reel in these young guys who think to trade in their guns for some fun. And any way that you can help us do that, of course, we'd appreciate it. We have Craig and Vaughn and all of the ones that used to be in our teen club years ago who are now in their 30s and beyond, doing good stuff, all of them. The young women who were in our program, we haven't kept in the best contact with all of them, but we do have Tamara over here, and we do have Leonice over there, and she's in Seattle. And those two young ladies have done great work. We want to commend them for the work that they do.
Yep. You made me, so that's good.
That's right.
Yes. And
Accomplishment right there.
the thing that I want to just give a quick shout out for Tamara too, because she has been diligent about just getting things done over the years. And the thing about it is she's very smart and very creative.
Yes, she is.
And the shout out that I want to give her in particular is that she has customers as a professional stylist that
Yes.
she has had for 20 plus years.
I'm telling you.
Those are like the best customers in the world. They do wonderful things for her.
Shout
She
out to
deserve
my
it.
customers.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tammy's customers. All
Yes.
of you. And the thing is, during the pandemic, those customers supported her.
All right.
They came to her rescue. And I just think that is the most marvelous statement
It is.
of loyalty and love, if you will, and appreciation for somebody's talent.
I'm telling you.
So I want to recognize her for that.
Yes. I love you, Ma.
Thank you.
Because I never seen somebody that can grow hair on an onion before and make it look fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, God.
And
Not you said
Tony
onion.
is her best advertiser.
Yes. Wait till y'all see me in 2 weeks.
I'm my mother's mannequin.
Yes.
Right.
Of course.
And for Tony, I wanted to say also for her that during this podcast, she started out, as I said, being a little gun shy.
Was
But
that?
she has gained a lot of confidence since we've been doing this over the year.
Thank you.
And she has also saved a woman's life by being conscious of that person's mental health and rescuing her from getting hit by some cars and stuff. They finally Carter, and then she was able to go in the hospital or whatever.
Yes, and she's doing
So
great.
she has also talked to some other people. Oh, good to know.
Yes.
Who have come to her because she listens. And all of that is what we've done with this podcast over the year.
I
And
feel like it's years on it.
it seems like we've been doing it for a while. And I was just saying yesterday that I kind of think we're going full circle here. I mean, they remember when I started Rosia, the outreach center, and how we went about getting all of that, and it just kept going from one thing to another. And I was telling Anita yesterday, I said, the thing is, I feel like I'm about to do that again.
I think so.
I know I felt like that the other couple of days ago.
Yeah.
I told it because it's like you already know Rosa's grown up, but it's just like it done had a child.
Right.
So this is part 2. That's what it is.
It seemed like she's starting over again.
Yeah. It's a child. A toddler.
Well, the thing is, you can't ignore when you've been called to do something, it seems. And it seems like every time I say I'm going to sit down and the thoughts just come, you got to do this, you need to do that, blah, blah, blah. I hate to ignore them because I don't ever know which thing is going to make us the millionaires.
I'm with you.
Every idea she has, she always asks me, Layla, what do you think about this? Or how do you think I should do this? Like, I mean, do it any way you want because that's your thing. But my opinion is da-da-da-da-da, you know? And I always love when she do that because I'm like, she really do be thinking about things just to make money. And I'm like, I really like that. like,
entrepreneur.
yeah,
most so.
Get your bag, sis. Get your bag.
That's right.
And I appreciate that I have a young lady in my life who's that young, but also that wise, because at her age, she does have a lot of wisdom.
She does.
And her friends depend on her for certain advice.
Way too much.
And, well, you know, once they start, you can't stop.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it keeps on going, right, Tam?
Yeah.
So anyway, the thing to do is just keep on doing what we're doing. Apparently, it's finding the ears and then soon the eyes of a lot of people.
Exactly.
And anybody out there who feels like they want to contribute to our cause to help us reach more young people and to raise up more people. We're particularly interested in getting young people who are striving to be entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
If you have a business and you need to have some support, then give us a call. Check out our website. There's a place for you to put your name on there, and of course, we'll get back to you. But just don't also forget the donate button. That's got to work.
Donate.
Yes, that's right. We appreciate the donation.
1-800-DONATE.
Right.
Donate.
Because we've started a little business just as a training exercise for my grandchildren, and it's called Strive Incorporated. And they are designing T-shirts and stuff like that. And as soon as I get through with one project, we're going to work on that one. But we're going to get those things done. And once again, we'll be looking at these gentlemen, very talented young men, to help us get that one off the ground. So if they think they're about to get rid of us just because we did this, afraid not. It's a springboard to some more stuff. And the next thing that we're trying to do is we have another person over here who we are trying to convince to take on a different path. And we just going to keep at her until she does.
You're never getting rid of her, Tammy.
You're a little stubborn.
Yeah, she is. But, they have mountains. You know how they shave the top off?
Yeah.
You gonna shave me?
Nobody. No. If that's what it takes.
I mean, you said you
Wait a minute.
Right.
As long as it's off the top.
Yeah. Just skim it a little bit.
I'm not going into any kind of other grooming, so let's understand that. But anyway, those are the things that we're doing. That's what that's where we're going for the rest of the year. We're going to have a nice celebration at some point. And we're going to invite some of the people that have been close to us and working with us to come in and join in and be able to see each other up close and personal. And in terms of parties, as soon as my party planners get it together, we'll have some sort of event where we can get together and talk about other people.
What the party planner she's talking about is me, by the way.
Yes. By the way.
You got to pick out some great avenues.
Yes. So we'll be ready. Mm-hmm. So I know we are running into the part where we need to say bye now, but I want everybody to just take 1 second or two, say something motivational, something great for us to go into this second half of the year.
Okay. Before we do all that,
okay,
I want to make an announcement.
Oh, no.
So I was supposed to say this earlier in the podcast episodes, but no one actually said it. So, but next month I will be going into a business management program.
Ooh.
So I'll be at Prince George's County College just to learn for business.
Good for you.
Congrats.
Yes.
That's my baby.
And,
I know. Such a proud
Prince
mom.
George's Community College will never be the same.
Ever.
But yeah, I got accepted.
Well, congratulations. You got accepted to their career training.
No, career technical.
Career Technical Institute. We'll just make it be
education. CTE program is what it's called.
Oh, okay. The reason why I couldn't get it because I wanted to make that last letter an I.
Because it seems like it should be an
Yeah. But anyway, congratulations, and we are just very proud of you. And while we mentioned that, my grandson, who is her brother, has also been accepted into that career development program.
Wow.
And he's going to be doing barbering and
engineering,
automotive.
And automotive, engineering.
Yes.
Yep.
So, Tammy, that means you trying to get the kids out the house ASAP.
Yes.
Y'all need jobs.
I already want to.
Everybody go to work.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yep.
So since you guys are able to use your microphone over there, I think you need to take this opportunity right now.
Yes. Talk.
Introduce yourself.
Say something.
We want to hear it.
I know y'all want to talk.
Because you're a part of our celebration.
That's
we
right.
can't leave you out. So who's going to go first?
So yeah, what's good, party people? It's Raza Rod. One half of the USU crew.
Yeah, it's Capo here as well, and congratulations to y'all once again.
Thank you.
Sensational job.
All right. Well, we thank you, and we're doing it just because you've given us the avenue and the path to take to get it done. And I just see so many great things coming out of this relationship that we have. And we're just going to make it better. That's all. We're just going to keep on going until it's better and better. So the thing about, as I said earlier, that I love the most about them is that nothing that we come up with is ever, no, we can't do it. So
I'm going to find a way to get it done.
Find a way to get it done. And anything that we get done, and particularly at this video, everybody was like, "Dang, that was so well done."
It was.
Master Sergeant.
It was good. Mm-hmm.
The Master Sergeant who was on there, Sam Adams with Easter Seals, he was just very complimentary about it. And he thought it went very well. So everybody else on it was like, wow, and great and all of that. So
it did. It was wonderful.
We did. And they kind of took, the concept that we had and made that vision come to life.
Yes, it was.
And we had a lot of fun doing it too, because we went all these different places taking shots.
How many takes we do?
And we were trying to act like we a real production crew ourselves.
Man, I'm telling you, when we was at the White House, this old dude scared me so bad. He just scared me. Like the vibe that he was giving off just scared me. Cause I'm like,
he started throwing some stuff at us.
Right. Like
he was throwing, he was the knowledge.
Oh, no, wait a minute.
He was in front of like some type of statue and he was trying to like test us to see if we know. I ain't say anything because I don't know. But he was trying to test Tony. And when I was just like standing there thinking, I was like, what cologne is? Because he smells very good. Oh my God. But he's creepy. Oh my God. He smells good, but he's creepy.
He was like,
old man smells good.
He's like,
he was
well, did you
creepy.
know? I was like, no, I didn't. He was just sprouting knowledge.
He was giving you information.
Yeah, he was giving us a lot of knowledge.
But he was mostly giving it to her. I was.
But at first I thought he was one of the statues that came alive, right? Because he came out of nowhere. You know they got ghosts up here. You know they got ghosts
I'm
up
like,
in
where is
DC.
he go?
I watched enough
You know how many
stories.
people died? Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this after.
Oops, never mind. Is right. So, okay. Did you have more to add, or was that your thing?
That's it. All I'm gonna say is my schedule is about to be so messed up.
It's gonna be wonderful.
No, it's not. My schedule. My
It's gonna be busy. It's gonna be busy.
My classes are so busy. I mean, I'm gonna be busy.
But you love it though. You going back to school.
I know.
It's
but I'm
good to
just
be
like,
busy.
I'm telling you, done had enough of not being busy. Especially being,
I just
and
don't-
parents, I know y'all is gonna be so happy when your children go back to school.
I know she is.
Please be aware, like we were saying, it is very important that we look after the children. Make sure if their nose is running, that they'll stay home because we do not want to spread it. We're trying to eliminate as much as possible and really think about what you're going to do for your children this coming year. Be mindful of their mental health and their peace of mind because they're going to need you. Don't think you just shipping them off because this is something new, especially when you got the little ones, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Be mindful of the children, of yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental. Take a 5-minute breather and let your children do the same because as much as you tired of them, they tired of you too.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Something to think about.
Oh, yeah.
tired.
Give him that something.
Yes.
How about you, Mom?
I guess what I would say is, enjoy the rest of the summer.
Yes.
Have fun as much as you can.
Hot days, man.
Enjoy the good weather because school is about to start and it's going to all be back to the books again.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm actually gonna bring a book back.
Yeah. Because you're going to have a lot of books to carry.
Yeah.
No, because in middle school I ain't have a
I
book
don't know
bag.
what's up with the kids. They don't want to carry book bags.
Well,
I don't either.
it's one thing because I know I won't get any homework or books. They said we can't take the books home.
I
So what's
know.
the point of me bringing a book bag if
Yeah.
I have nothing to carry
And which
home?
is stupid because they half of the time they don't feel like they're going to bring them back.
And then they think how can we study if we have no books or whatever? They
They
want
try to
us
get-
to study, but what stuff do we have? for
They
us
do
to
like they
study?
do in the elementary, giving them workbooks
What they should do now that everybody has a laptop, they should just do everything
on a laptop.
have them
A
look
lot of
up
schools are
everything
doing
on
that.
there.
Yeah, a lot of schools are doing that now. Majority of their work is on a
I mean, they
laptop.
already have them. So.
Yeah.
Well, that's a whole different subject.
Okay, okay, man. Your last thought.
We won't be able to go through that right now. But thank you all so much. I mean, the only thing I have to say is thank you to everybody for getting us where we are. And I'm looking forward to more people being in the fold as we go forward, because that's where we're going forward. So I enjoyed our time together today. This was just fun to be able to just pick up any subject and talk about it, even if it is peanut butter and jelly. So we can talk about anything we want.
Versus syrup.
That's
All
right.
right.
So thanks again, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. We
Thank you, Jason and Raza. Thank you. We couldn't have did this without you.
Nope.
Peace out.
Bye.
All right.
Edges are sweating off. I might have to clean this. My edges got on it.
They're going to wipe it off.
They clean.